Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Website for Ciro is usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame if you need to for that information. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. There's a website on the back here, hayhouse.com. Feel free to use that information if you'd like to. Okay. What do we have for Aries? That popped out while I was shuffling. So, the Tower popped out. The thing is, Aries is not usually afraid of the Tower. Aries might sometimes welcome it, kind of like, all right, this isn't working, so yeah, knock it over. I don't know. Aries doesn't usually fear the Tower. In my opinion, they don't. I mean, if the situation isn't working, all right, let's wipe it out so we can fix it. Because I'm sick of dealing with it if it's not working anyway. Whatever this is that's going on, your participation can create a lot of healing here. Because one thing that I really feel is very strong with Aries is the honesty, the truth. I'm not going to play favorites. I'm not going to play bull on this. It is what it is. This is how it's happening. There may be people that you very much like in this situation, but you're going to be like, listen, I like you, but you still did this, and that created that. So, I mean, it is what it is. There are people trying to pretend it was better than it was. The Tower is happening. Something is falling apart. And I feel like people are trying to deflect like it wasn't their fault. I don't have anything to do with that. It's not my fault. I don't have anything to do with that. But you know the truth. Thing is, you might like these people. It's one of those weird situations where you're like, I don't have to be a part of this, but I know the truth. It's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's weird for Aries to be associated with somebody like this. Somebody's kind of like, I don't know if it's situational morality or self-validating, something weird like that. It does seem like somebody's trying to act like they're not the reason something fell apart, but they are. And you know that. I'm kind of surprised that you haven't called it out already. But for some reason, I feel like I don't have to be involved for some reason. So I'm trying to not be involved. They're trying to pretend like they didn't cause the Tower to fall over, like they don't have anything to do with it. But you're like, no, you did. You definitely did. Usually Aries will call that out. I feel like your voice has to be heard. And I'm getting the Four of Swords. It's definitely the Four of Swords. You might even go forward to that person themselves and be like, listen, you know what? You did have something to do with that falling over. You contributed to that. And I feel like you're trying to, like, not create this discord, because it's kind of like, well, it's better if I get along with this energy than not. But I feel like, I don't know. This is one of those things, this is just one of those awkward, weird moments where you're like, do I really have to say anything? It's better if you do. This is part of your great value as an Aries, to tell the truth, and people don't want to hear it, but they need to hear it. Because I feel like if you come forward and you say, listen, person, this is what I saw, this is what happened, and you're the one who did that. This is on you. Part of this is on you. You got the Two of Wands coming in with the Four of Swords. If you call this person out, and you get to decide how you're going to do that, clearly, things have an opportunity to go better. A lot better. If you sit it out, things do not improve. I also get that even though it's better for you to say something, Aries is also very good, especially in the strategic realm. You can make your point be heard and move on. Kind of like, hey, I saw that, you did do that, that was contributing, so you were a part of that. I've said my piece, and goodbye. Because I feel like they're saying don't completely avoid it, that's bad, but you don't have to sit around and negotiate how it's going to be fixed. Just kind of point out, no, sir, no person, you did do this. You did have, just say your piece and like, all right, I just needed to say my piece and I'm walking out. Be careful if you do this by email, by the way. Be really, really, really careful because it's easy to twist somebody's words. So make it very short, very sweet. Keep it as confined to the facts as you can. Confined, yeah, it's very, 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 very confined to the facts. I saw you here on this day. You put this on the table. The table fell over. Don't add in like, okay, you put this on the table. That was too heavy for the table. For that reason, the leg buckled. No, don't go that far. Just kind of, I was here on this day. You had this item. I saw you put this item on the table. That's it. That's it. You don't have to explain the rest. Leave it. Just, I saw you. You had that. I saw you put that on this table. That's it. Kind of don't add in like there was all this in that situation. What you put on the table, that was box was very heavy. It was like a little over 100 pounds. That table was a card table. It was obviously not going to be able to hold it. So then when you put that on there, it started to buckle. You walked away. It kept buckling until it finally broke. Don't add all that stuff. Just say, I saw this box, I saw you with this box, I saw you put this box on that table. Let other people deal with like what was in the box and how heavy the box was and how flimsy the table was. Don't get into those details. You don't need to. Just leave out those type of details. Just kind of like, you had box, you put box on table. That's it. Make your point, move on. We don't have to over-explain it. There will be conflict because of this. Don't forget you're creating a lot of healing, but there will be a lot of conflict. With the truth which you supply, the conflict will resolve into something more stable. It's really simple. That's all there is to that. The person that you're calling out, you got the Fool, you got the Three of Cups. When you're around, they're going to realize they need to make sure they're more connected with what they're doing. They have to pay attention better. When you're around, they will do a better job. I don't know how they're going to get along with you after this. I really don't. I know it's a general read, but like, it could go better, could go worse. I do feel, though, that when you're a part of a situation with them, they're going to double check what they're doing. They're going to think, okay, wait a minute, I have this box. How much does this box weigh? How much can the table take? Like, if I put this 100-pound box on this card table, is that going to, make that table buckle? Like, they'll think these through more when you're around because they know that they're expected to do the due diligence. I don't think that's bad, but how this person connects to you, I feel like you don't have hard feelings against them, but I do get, like, they keep, like, I don't know, they keep an eye on you, like, oh, I better do it right, or the Aries is going to blow me in. They should do it right anyway. I feel like maybe that's a point of this, like, maybe see this person more for who they are, because if they're only going to do the right thing because they think you're going to call them out, instead of doing the right thing because they should just do the right thing, maybe you just want to think about that a little bit closer, like maybe see this person more for who they actually are. Because I feel like this is part of the Tower moment for you, because you got a lot of energy here. Maybe it's just kind of like, maybe you're trying to see somebody in a better light than they deserve. Not that I want this to go totally negative, obviously, but, some people kind of teeter between, doing the right thing and doing what's just easiest for them. Sometimes people, they come and go with like giving a crap about doing the right thing. Sometimes they do care, sometimes they don't. I don't know. They're just, I feel like this reading is trying to say, you know, see the Tower moment for the gift that it is, which is just for you to see what this person is really made of. It's not meant to like create a final judgment, but if you see them for like they're progressing in a direction, they're making better choices, or maybe they're not, and what's motivating them to make better choices, or what's motivating them to not, because I feel like that's what this is all about. Kind of like, see it for what it is, see it for where it's going, and just decide what you want from it going forward. Because whatever this is definitely headed in a direction. With the Hierophant coming in, it's like set on a course. It's going in a direction. Whatever this is headed in a direction, is quite dedicated in it. So this, you might be helping somebody make a better decision, and it might start off like doing the right thing for the wrong reason, but maybe it'll go better later. This is somebody figuring out who they really want to be in life and the type of people they need to gravitate around. If they have a hard time being around you after this, well, let them do what they got to do. Because I feel like if they have a hard time being around you because you're more on the honest side and they don't like that, then I don't think it's that bad if they kind of rotate away, go away. But on the other hand, if they start to realize, you know, if they want to stay in your presence and be around you, you have a higher standard, things have to be done correctly, things have to be honest, and they decide, you know what, I want to be more like that, if this person may get stronger in your life down the road once they kind of like, because they're headed in a certain direction. It's just, I feel like the whole point of this is to realize what direction this person is actually going in. Are they improving, or are they going a different direction? Like improving for your standards in the more honest direction, that would be improving in my opinion, or going a different direction. Because if they're going in a different direction, I think they're naturally just going to start weaning away from you, and it's just making peace with that and kind of like, well, they're not going to match your energy going forward, and just kind of making peace with that and letting them find their own way to exit, and letting them show themselves out the door, and just being okay with it. Are we good? Alright, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.